Many people assume that Bagara rice and mutton dalgosh are just two random dishes that happen to originate from the same city, which is Hyderabad. But the truth is, these dishes have been intricately linked for generations, with each one complementing the other in a harmonious marriage of flavors and textures. The beauty of these dishes lies in their simplicity, and yet, that very simplicity is what makes them so difficult to master. So, what's the missing link? What's the secret ingredient that takes these dishes from ordinary to extraordinary? Hey everyone, this is Shirley. Welcome back to my channel and let's get cooking. Now, over here, I'm using tender cuts of mutton, which is very crucial in this dish. Cooking the mutton is the first step that we follow through this recipe. You can use very good cuts of mutton, but make sure that there is some amount of fat in the mutton because this adds a lot of flavor to the final dish. The key to making authentic Bagara rice lies in the way the rice is cooked. It's just not about throwing in some spices into the pot of rice and hoping for the best. Well, no. The art of cooking Bagara rice is a delicate process that requires patience, skill, and a deep understanding of the nuances of flavor. Well, it's also so important to use freshly ground ginger garlic paste. I will leave the link to the making of ginger garlic paste in the description box. Please do check it out. Well, if you really want to enjoy the authentic taste of these dishes at home, make sure you're using fresh ingredients and especially even the herbs like coriander, mint. Keeping it fresh are the secret techniques used by experts, and you will learn the art of cooking the perfect pot of basmati rice infused with the aromatic flavors of cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, some bay leaves, fresh ginger garlic paste, and of course some herbs like mint and coriander. A good quality of long grain rice, basmati, is perfect for this kind of a rice dish. This fragrant and flavorful dish, Bagara rice, also known as the Bagara Khana. This aromatic spice is a staple in Telangana and pairs wonderfully with spicy curries. And well, it's also a popular choice for special occasions and weddings in the Hyderabad region. This flavorful rice is a key component of the dish and it's easier to make than you think. I'm sure you're going to give this a try. Well, I must add here, the aroma in the kitchen was very incredible. Adding some saffron to give it a royal Nizami touch. This definitely adds a lot of flavor to the rice. Once done, turn off the heat and let the rice rest for a couple of minutes. Then gently fluff the rice with a fork and then serve it out. And now moving on to our next process is cooking the lentils and then we combine it with the cooked mutton. Well, I must add here that traditionally this dish was cooked on wood fire. Well, the art of slow cooking the mutton in a rich, flavorful broth that simmered for hours. Well, to cut short and make things easier, we use a pressure cooker these days. Now I'm going to add some spices and cook the lauki or bottle gourd as we call it to add it to our already prepared dal and mutton. And this will combine everything together to give us that perfect mutton dalcha. I would like to mention here that please add the spices and seasonings according to taste. I definitely like this dal to be a little spicy. Please make sure to check out the detailed ingredients and recipe in the description box. The recipe might seem too long, but trust me, guys, it's worth the wait, and I'm sure you're really going to enjoy this dish. And now for the final step is to bring everything together. Our cooked lentils, the mutton broth with the meat, and the bottle gourd which was cooked separately. We combine everything together and allow it to cook on low heat for a couple of minutes. Over here, I'm adding some tamarind extract or tamarind juice because this dalcha is very mildly flavored, but it has a little bit of tanginess to it. In spite of the tomatoes, you can still add a little bit of tamarind. And yes, as per your taste, you can always to add the seasoning, that is the salt, and for that extra flavor, a pinch of sugar just to balance out all the flavors go a long way. Do not miss that step. A little bit of garam masala goes a long way. If you're looking for the recipe, I have it on the channel and I will also leave the link in the description box. Please do have a look at it. I hope you will recreate this iconic Hyderabadi delicacy in the comfort of your own home, whether you're a foodie, a cooking enthusiast, or just someone who loves exploring new flavors. By following these simple yet essential steps, I'm sure you will be able to recreate the magic of Hyderabad's culinary legends in your own kitchen. Don't forget to comment below with your thoughts on these dishes and check out our other videos for more delicious recipes. This is Shirley signing off from Shirl's Kitchen. Stay connected and see you back soon with another recipe. Bye bye.